Don't quit your job. I'm telling you, don't do it. Over the course of this video, I'm going to play devil's advocate and I'm going to give you reasons why you shouldn't quit just yet to chase that entrepreneurship dream you have. If you like this type of video, please remember to subscribe and comment so that I know to make more videos like that. Let's get into the video. The first reason you don't want to quit your job is that it becomes a financial flaw for you to take risks outside of your permanent 9 to 5. Your job provides a level of income that won't change regardless of the risks that you're taking outside of your current state of employment. And that's a great benefit because it means that this month, if things don't go well in your business, your idea isn't really doing what it's supposed to do, you need to change it and try new things, that at least on the 25th, you'll get your paycheck and it will all be fine. That's the first big reason why you shouldn't quit your job. See it as a way to employ yourself as a part-time entrepreneur. That's a way to be risk averse. The second reason not to quit your job just yet is because you need to unlock the state of entrepreneurship, that you take a bit of ownership of your job. What I'm saying by that is that once you realize you want to be an entrepreneur, that you want to chase your idea full time, it'll open your eyes to your current employment. You're an entrepreneur, you want to chase that idea, you want to make millions off of it, but you're in a company right now. So why not learn as much as you can? Get the skills you need, the experience, the knowledge that will help your idea become more successful over the long term. That's a great way not just to improve yourself, but to also become better at your job. Why not employ a founder's mindset in your job? Why don't you start to look at it as if it was your own job? How would you do things differently? What is working? What isn't working? If you had to become the owner tomorrow, what are the changes you'd make? All these lessons are essential for running your own business. And whether you learn it now or in 10 years from now when you're running your own business, why not save all the pain of having to figure it out for yourself and just open your mind to the opportunity that you have right now and learn as much as you can, get as many skills, and then as you're testing your idea out on the side and getting it up to scratch, then you'll have everything you might need to have the best possibility for success. The third and last reason why you shouldn't quit your job is that you need to have the longest possible runway for your idea. Let's give an example. Your idea is an airplane, right? It's grounded at the moment, but it needs a lot of components in it to get it up to scratch so that it can fly off into the distance, and that's a successful business or flight. So what you need is the longest possible runway so that your idea has an opportunity to take off. And how that looks like is investing in it over the long term. And that ties in with the first and second point. You need to be able to have a risk-averse strategy to it as a working professional so that the risk you take to get that airplane to take off doesn't necessarily negatively affect your life or position. And this is a risk-averse way to do it, but this is a way that I see gives you the biggest probability of success over the long term. I know your idea excites you. I know you think it's going to make you millions, but you need to test yourself and see, are you able to commit to this over the long term? And what that looks like is investing 30 minutes to an hour every day into that idea. Not watching TV when you get home, but scratching your head and figuring things out and get the ball rolling over the short to long term. That way you'll have the best possible runway for that airplane to take off when it's ready. And when you can test it and you're starting to see that there's traction and things are starting to lift off, that's when you can reassess your position and whether it is necessary to quit your job and pursue that idea full time. So this is a very risk-averse way to test your entrepreneurship, to grow your idea and see if it'll grow. And for me, myself, it's the method I employ as an entrepreneur. I work a 9 to 5 to make sure that I have the necessary income to support my family, but at the same time, I'm testing out this idea and experimenting and pivoting when things aren't going well, and building up a client base as things tend to go on. And a good example of why this risk-averse strategy worked for me is that at the end of COVID, almost or over half my client base defaulted because they could no longer support their business. Now, if that was my full-time venture, that would be very, very bad for me. But because it was my part-time passion and entrepreneurship idea that I was wanting to build up, it didn't materially affect me, which is a good thing. But that's at least one method and how I support you in chasing your entrepreneurship dreams whilst at the same time not quitting your job just yet. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and commenting below if you agree with me or you disagree, and then we can continue the conversation from there. Have a great one. Cheers.